File compression is important for system administrators as it is a common means for backing up data and distributing multiple files and folders in a single archive. Compression, or archiving, is important for the distribution of files over a network as it requires less bandwidth to send and receive the files than if they were their normal full size. The most commonly used method for archiving files and folders is with tar. Tar is often used in conjunction with other compression tools such as gzip and bzip2. Let's go ahead and start working with tar. The first thing we will do is run an ls within our compress.me directory. Now say that we want to email the contents of this directory to someone else in our department. We can email files, but we can't email folders. So instead of sending an email with multiple files as attachments, where we have to attach each file to our email, we would rather just email one file that contained all of these other files. Let's start packing these files into a single tar file, also known as a tarball. We start tar with the C and F options, which means that we are going to create a tarball, and the V option means that we want verbose information as to what the command is doing. Here we are specifying the name of the tarball. And now the directory that we are going to add to the tarball. Now run an ls on our new tarball. Well, the tarball size is larger than the files added up individually. That's where compression comes in handy. We can compress our tarball using gzip compression with the following command. Now let's do an ls on our directory. And we can see that we now have a stuff.tar.gz file in there. The .gz extension was automatically added by the gzip command. If we do an ls-lh on our stuff.tar.gz file, we can see that the file size has been significantly reduced. We went from 20 kilobytes down to 3.7 kilobytes. We could have also performed all of the above in one step by invoking gzip compression with the tar command like so. Note the addition of the Z option. That's what invokes the gzip compression. Also, it is common to find tarballs named something like this. This is the same thing as stuff.tar.gz, just with a different extension. We can list the contents of our tar file with tar-tf stuff.tar.gz to see the contents of the file. To use bzip2 compression instead of gzip, just replace the Z option with a J and add bz2 to the end of the archive name. And here's our bz2 tarball. If you notice, it's essentially the same size as the gzip tarball. Now, we'll copy our tarball to the root user's desktop directory. Now, we will extract our tarball on the desktop. The X option is what extracts our tarball. And here we have all of our files. We could do the same thing with the bzip2 tarball by replacing the Z with a J. So in other words, the command would look like this. And we would end up with the same results.